Hello everyone, I'm back with another haul video, pickups, purchases, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I think it's only like a week or so since I did the last one, but obviously like I've said before, where I used to do it like once a month and have like 40 minutes worth of stuff to show, I'm now trying to do it every week or two, or basically whenever I get like enough things to show. Um, Last time I think I only had about 6 new things and then quite a lot of charity shop stuff. Whereas, yeah, no charity shop stuff this time, just a lot of, I say new, few new things and then a few things from CEX. Um, Before I start, I will give a few quick shout outs. Obviously, I did some shout outs in the last video, but since that, I've got a few new subscribers. Well, some of them I don't really know their name, but obviously some of them comment. So, yeah, Rafa, Philandro, Outpost 89, and It's Julie's Fun Little World 02. So I know Rafa Philandro commented saying he'd like me to do a live stream. So obviously I pointed him in the direction of Ollie's channel where the movie loons do the live stream, and then unfortunately I was not on there. I don't think I'll be able to be on there next Monday either, just because I got work. Obviously I work late, till gone 11 at night. Although to be fair, when I got home last night, the stream was still going. I think they went for like 5 or 6 hours or so. But yeah, I watched most of it back and entertaining. So well done, lads. Right, that's enough waffle. I'll get on with it. So if I start with, I'll show this one first because other new ones I got from HMV, whereas obviously this one came through the post from Arrow Video. So yeah, I got this on last Friday, about 3 days before it actually got released. Whereas, yeah, like I've said before, Stuart George got this one like 6 weeks ago. Some of them I won't be able to open up because they're sort of sealed and things. But yeah, very nice artwork on it. Nice booklet. As you can see, the disc is still in my PS5 because I've only just recently watched it last night. First watch ever. Obviously, 4K looks good picture, but I've not seen it before, so I can't really say whether it's better than the DVD or the Blu-ray. But yeah, I mean, it looked good to me. I won't talk too much about it because it's going to be in my next recent watches video. I say weekly watches. It'd probably be sort of 2 weeks for this one, just because I've been working like 5 days straight and I've not had too much time. So yeah, in the last one where I'd watched like 15 films where I was off work on holiday. This time, so far, I think I've only watched 3. I'm going to watch a few over the next 2 days when I haven't got work. So yeah, I'll probably do it in 2 weeks. So yeah, I won't speak too much about it just because I'm going to talk about it in more depth in the next one. But yeah, if I sum it up in one word, it would be raunchy. But yeah, obviously Brian De Palma film starring, tells me on this bit, Michael Caine, Angie Dickinson and Nancy Allen. And then I've got this one. This is a new one from HMV. $12.99. Hopefully there's not too much glare. It's a rare sunny day in the UK. Feels like the start of spring or summer now. Yeah, so this one is called Human Lanterns. So yeah, it's not cat free. Anybody that doesn't know about cat free, it's Hong Kong films that were kind of like their version of the Video Nasties. I think they were mostly released in like the 90s, I want to say. Got quite a few of those. A lot of them released on 88 films. Anybody that watches Marcus from X-File 2708 or Ash from Popcorn and Horror, we always sort of talking about them in our WhatsApp group, the Lords of Darkness and things. And it's the name of probably the best one, I'd say, in terms of most crazy content and just, I say, enjoyable, entertaining film. And yeah, one of the most notorious is Ebola Syndrome. And then you've got Untold Story, Holy Virgin versus Evil Dead. You know, some of them are martial arts films, some are horror, kind of a mix. But yeah, obviously they're known for being sort of really controversial and sort of gory and stuff. So yeah, this isn't actually from Hong Kong; it's from China. But yeah, from what I've heard, it's very similar. I'll quickly read you the bit on the back. So yeah, it's a bit more of a martial arts one with violence. Amidst a long-held rivalry between two distinguished gentlemen is an unbalanced and aggrieved craftsman of lanterns who seeks bloody retribution. Featuring the Shaw Brothers custom brand of martial arts mayhem, Human Lanterns also taps into the craze of the American slasher film and the earlier Hammer horrors by providing a grisly take on the serial killer feature and in an inimitable Hong Kong style. directed by Chung Sun. So yeah, it's sort of done in the Hong Kong cat-free style, but with martial arts. But it doesn't say on the back, from what I read on Amazon, I think it was when I was looking at it. Basically, a martial arts guy, someone like kills his family, skins them, and then uses their skin to make human lanterns to sort of goad him. And then obviously he gets angry and goes on a revenge spree. It's an 18. Strong bloody violence and sexual violence. So yeah, what you'd expect. Yeah, nice artwork. I don't know if it ever come with a slipcover. I couldn't see one in there. But yeah, hopefully insane martial arts gore with a bit of sort of slashers mixed in, and a bit of, it says Hammer, I don't really know where that's coming from. Show this one next. So yeah, this was one on my March forthcoming releases that I was most anticipating. So yeah, tick that one off my list. So Satan's Blood. So yeah, this is a Treasured Films release. Later on in the month they've got King of the Ants out, and then in April or May I think they've got one release each. I have looked, but I can't remember what they are. Yeah, not really heard too much of this, but heard it's interesting. Written and directed by Carlos Puerto. Don't know if I'll be able to read you the... I'll take this little sticker off quickly. I mean, this one was $18.99, so quite expensive, but yeah, a lot of the Treasured Films ones are expensive. I mean, I bought You Might Be the Killer for 18, and now it's $24.99 in HMV. Yeah, I was hoping this would be like a big box kind of one, but still, nice edition. Anybody that's watched this, let me know. But yeah, it says it's diabolical hijinks, gory thrills, and devil dolls abound in this essential Euro horror entry from post-Francoist Spain. Oh, sorry, Francoist. When a young married... It's hard to read this, not only is it small writing, I don't know if you can see that, but the glare is just getting on it from the sun. Right. When a young married couple venture out into the city of Madrid, they have a chance encounter with a mysterious couple claiming to be old friends of theirs who invite them back to their large secluded villa out in the countryside. What follows is a night of bizarre satanic orgies, blood-curdling nightmares, and gruesome murder as the young couple are thrust into an entangled world of Kabbalistic ritual where their very souls may well be the next offerings to the Dark Prince himself. Carlos Puerto directs this devilishly erotic gothic thriller, a prime example of the liberated S-rated run of Spanish cinematic terrors, executive produced by Juan Piquer Simon, who did Pieces, and stacked with hellish bonus features in this much treasured special edition. So yeah, for instance, Dawn of the Mummy, which is enjoyable, but it's not a very well made film. I've heard it's better made than that. But yeah, I might get to this. Hopefully it'll be on my next recent watches video if I watch this before I record that one. Yeah, so both of those are from HMV so far, and then this one from HMV, Erotic Ghost Story Trilogy. So yeah, Marcus and Ash have got the first part, just Erotic Ghost Story. Obviously this is on 88 Films, another cat-free. So yeah, I was going to get the first one, which I think is about £15 or so in HMV, and then when I looked online, I seen this one was forthcoming. Seen it about 2 months ago, so I've been waiting. But yeah, obviously this has got part 1, part 2, and part 3. So yeah, it's got Erotic Ghost Story 1, 2, 3. I know Marcus has spoke about it a bit in more detail, but I kind of guess a bit like Ronseal, it kind of does what it says on the tin. Martial arts kind of film, lots of gore, nudity, ghosts. I don't know if the ghosts are nude or whether there's ghosts in it and then actual nude women. I guess it'd be a bit weird if it's naked ghosts. I don't think that would be that titillating, but yeah, heard good things about these and heard it's just an insane jaw-dropping kind of film. But yeah, obviously trying to collect all of the cat-free films. Yeah, all the ones I've seen so far have been good and entertaining. And then yeah, heard it. This one, as you'd expect, is just batshit crazy. Let me open it up because I can't actually chuck that up there. I can't actually read the bit on the back because it's covered with sticker and stuff. But yeah, it looks a really nice set. Yeah, I mean, $39.99 is quite expensive, but you think when it's $15 for one of the films, you're kind of saving a fiver, chuck it down there, on getting the 3 of them, and then you actually obviously get this nice box. I don't think there are any different editions. Got quite a a lot of nudity on the back, but as I said before, I don't really care. Touch wood, my channel's never been flagged or anything. I guess the kind of people that watch this probably know the kind of things I'm going to be showing, and probably not sort of snowflakes that get too easily offended. I'll just quickly read this bit. I won't read for each film, but the overall synopsis is this triple bill of paranormal... I can't say that. This triple bill of paranormal perversions delivers everything you'd want from a Category 3 movie, plus a bit more besides. In the first tale from Story of Ricky director Nagai Choi Lam, a trio of sexy spirits fall for the same hunk. The second movie, the directorial debut of Peter Ngor, has the god of carnal desire, God Wu-Tang, on a quest for revenge after his favourite conquest is zapped by other godlike beings. And in the third piece from Kai Ming Lai, a man journeys into the afterlife only to be greeted by a very powerful woman. A trilogy like no other. This one hits the spirited, saucy spot. So yeah, it's kind of going to be fun, but yeah, I mean, like I say, it's cat free, so it's bound to be wacky. So yeah, that's the one. So yeah, that was what 3 I got from HMV, and then 1 I ordered from Arrow Video, and then here I've got a few from CEX. Actually, I'll show them one by one. So The Awakening. Should have took the stickers off so you can see it a bit better, but I've not long got back from getting them, and then from the gym. So I also thought I'd leave the stickers on to show the price because I can't always remember. But yeah, £2. I have had this one on DVD. DVD I got, if I can find it. It's got a really nice lenticular slipcase. Don't know if you can see it. Yeah, moving. Looks like the true forest is blowing in the wind. That one traded in for about 10p, so I'm sending that one to Marcus from Xbox 2708. But yeah, I thought £2 for an upgrade is good. I watched it years ago. I was thinking about it a little while ago, and then Ash, again from Popcorn and Horror, was talking about it. I think he showed it on his recent sort of watches and pickups, but obviously he was talking about it in the WhatsApp group. I think he showed like a still image of it. And considering I hadn't seen it for 12 years or so, I kind of guessed it straight away, and that tells you how sort of recognisable and iconic some of the imagery is. So yeah, I was hoping this would come with a little slip case that it does on the DVD, but it doesn't. So yeah, £2 for a upgrade is pretty good value. I won't read it too much because yeah, otherwise this is going to go on quite long. I was going to try and make this a shorter one. But the one thing I will say is I forgot it actually has Rebecca Hall in it. Yeah, really big fan of her. She must be quite young in this one. She's in Life. And then, I can't remember, I got one recently with her in it. Also starring Dominic. Oh, you can't bloody see it with this thing on it. Dominic West and Imelda Staunton. Directed by Nick Murphy. But yeah, it's a British horror film, kind of gothic, sort of creepy, slow burner, big mansion, forest. Yeah, quite an entertaining one, I think. Quite an underrated one. And then The Church. So this is like an Italian horror by Michel Soavi, I think you pronounce it, Soavi. He did Della Morte Dell'Amore, aka The Cemetery Man, which I haven't got round to watching. But yeah, obviously there's a shameless release, so it does say £12, but it was actually only 10 in CEX. I'd had heard of this one a little while ago. It's got a soundtrack by Goblin, who do the soundtrack to Suspiria and a few other sort of Italian horrors and thrillers and giallos. But yeah, it kind of was on my radar, and then a little while ago when I showed Della Morte Dell'Amore, I don't know if it was either in a pickup. I know I showed it in a recent pickups, but also in the collection overview. And Vida VHS Forever, I think it was, commented saying he's a fan of his films and named a few others. I think he's also got one called The Sect. So yeah, once he said that, I was like, I'll keep a lookout for a few of his films. It kind of seems like a Video Nasty, but I don't think it was ever on the Video Nasties list, where obviously Della Morte Dell'Amore, Cemetery Man was. But yeah, heard good things, kind of fun, sort of splatter film. Directed by Michel Salvi and written by Dario Argento. Didn't realise that. Yeah, it says it's got a really good score. Does it tell me a year it's originally out? Can't see it on there, but from looking at it, I'm guessing... 1989. Right, let me move forward a little bit. I don't know if I'm too far back where you can't see these properly. But yeah, anybody that's watched this, I'm sure Marcus and Ash have probably heard of it. The Church. I remember one. Let me see if it's got the reversible artwork. No, well, it does, but not what I was thinking of. Yeah, I remember seeing this in a video shop as a kid, and it literally had like a kind of demon's face made out of like human bodies piled up in like a graveyard, making like a kind of weird church. So it always caught my attention. But yeah, not one I've actually watched yet. Pumpkinhead 2 Blood Wings. So basically the story with this one is this was showing online at £10. It's got a £12 sticker on, but it did go through at £10 when I basically seen it was in the CEX in Bath that I went to today. So obviously I had to look for a few things before I went to pick them up. Got a nice, I'll try and get there about the glare, nice slipcase on it. Yeah, I had the original on DVD, and I think they gave me £6 or so trade-in for the original, so it only cost £4 to upgrade. Yeah, it's not a brilliant film. I've only watched it once years ago, and it's not as good as the first Pumpkinhead, which unfortunately doesn't actually have a Blu-ray or 4K release or anything yet. Just stuck on DVD. I do have the DVD of it. Yeah, I think this is a really underrated creature feature, Pumpkinhead. Directed by Stan Winston, effects by Stan Winston, starring Lance Henriksen. But yeah, weird that part 2 got a release before part 1. Maybe if it was released by Lionsgate. This one is MGM. I don't know whether they, struggle to get the rights or something for it. But yeah, it seems bizarre. But yeah, I mean, can't remember it being a brilliant film, but I thought for £4 when I already had the DVD, it's kind of quite a good value upgrade, and I can check it out again and see if it's sort of better than I remembered. But yeah, I was thinking of watching part 1 again soon. So yeah, I thought I'd be able to watch part 2 after. If I really don't like it, then I can probably move it on for the same kind of price I paid for it. What's this one? If you could see that without too much glare. Let me move over to the right a little bit. I tried to get it so I was sort of centralised to the films behind me, but I think that gets worse glare when I'm closer to the window. Let me take this off so you can see it. But yeah, it's called the China Syndrome. Can't say I've heard of before. Obviously, I do collect Indicator. I'm going to have to clean that. It's like leaving a horrible residue on it. But yeah, when I sort of seen it in the store, this one went through at £6. It's got Jack Lemmon, Jane Fonda, Michael Douglas. Directed by James Bridges. It is a PG, but yeah, I thought looks a good cast, and yeah, it's an interesting film. Anybody that's seen this, let me know. I'm thinking maybe Ollie or Stuart or Roy might have seen it, maybe even Sammy. But yeah, it just says, obviously, as you know, Indicator don't really give you much of a synopsis on the back. It just says, today only a handful of people knows what it means. Soon you will know. 1979, 123 minutes is a PG. I'm guessing it's a bit more of a family kind of film. But yeah, obviously a fan of Jane Fonda and Michael Douglas. I've heard of Jack Lemmon. I don't know if I've seen many films with him in. And then obviously the director James Bridges I've heard of. Not sure if I've got anything by him. But yeah, I thought £6. Again, obviously I'd researched these online. So once I got in there and it was showing at that, when I went to the till, I basically said to the guy that are not showing at the right prices, can you tell me what each one is when you scan it? So obviously he scanned the Church and said it's 10, not 12. The same with Pumpkinhead, the same with that. So obviously I was happy to pay that for them. So yeah, £6 for an Indicator in general is not bad. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a interesting film. Go with this one next, Magnolia. So it's one I know Sammy G has spoke about. He's a fan of. I think Ollie loves films. I'll link all these people in the description. Usually I forget who I talk about, so I just try to link all the people out of the WhatsApp groups and Jodie and a few people like that, as I usually sort of pickup's usually inspired by them. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty sort of plain basic stuff inside. But yeah, by Paul Thomas Anderson. How long's this been going? 19 minutes, right? I've only got 2 left, so I'll read the blurb on this one. Paul Thomas Anderson's Magnolia is a sprawling operatic mosaic of American lives intertwined. In a single day, 9 stories connect and disconnect through violence, love, game shows, biblical floods, coincidence, weather, sing-along, self-help seminars, and quest for redemption. Magnolia is an epic film, darkly comic, emotional and extravagant. An ensemble cast as good as any navigates this challenging, sometimes difficult film that earned Golden Bear Best Film honours at the 2000 Berlin Film Festival and 3 Academy Award nominations. Magnolia as a modern day classic, as hard to define as it is to forget. It is an 18, so strong sex and strong language. I was assuming it would just be a kind of like coming of age drama. Yeah, I don't really know too much about this. I have heard of a few films of Paul Thomas Anderson, but yeah, I've heard a few people speak about this, and I think Sammy said it's like a really good film. So yeah, I thought I'd get in, check it out. £6 second hand. Thought that was quite a good price. Right, on to the last one. Not actually heard of this one, but Amy Adams I am a fan of, and then obviously it does have Jake Gyllenhaal, who I'm a big fan of. Can't say I've ever seen a bad film with Jake Gyllenhaal in. Obviously, Zodiac, Donnie Darko, and what's it called? Nightcrawler. Really enjoy. Even in one of the newer Spider-Man films, Visit Far From Home, I thought he was really good in that, as he played the Mysterio, was he called, the guy with like the helmet thing on. Yeah, sure, Ollie will know about this, as I'm pretty sure he said Jake Gyllenhaal is his favourite actor. But yeah, I thought for £2 with Amy Adams and Jake Gyllenhaal, directed. Let me take this sticker off. Sorry, I do usually keep these prices on so I can show people, but obviously it's covering the things I'm trying to look at. Tom Ford. I think I've heard the name, but not sure. Sometimes I think I haven't heard of this director. When I look on IMDb, I've got like 5 films by him, but unless there's someone like Spielberg, I don't always sort of remember what films they've done. But yeah, let me know, Ollie, if you've seen this one or anyone else has seen it. Yeah, it looks interesting. Nominated for 9 BAFTAs, winner of Golden Globe. Sort of slightly damaged on the slipcase. Maybe that's why it was only £2. Yeah, Amy Adams. I think she's in one called, is it Red Eye or something? It's about like an aeroplane. Is one I want to get with her in. And then, yeah, screenplay by Tom Ford. It's a 15, strong threat, violence, sexual violence, nudity language. So I'm guessing it's a thriller rather than a drama. But yeah, not really heard of that. But yeah, I thought for £2 with those 2 actors in, it should be a good one. And even if it's not, then it's not too much money wasted. I'll tack this one on the end. It's not a film. It's a video game, computer game, whatever you call it. But for people that are into their gaming, might appreciate seeing this. So it's Assassin's Creed Odyssey for £10. Like the collector's edition. Obviously, I have a PS5, but you can still play PS4 game. So yeah, years ago I used to play a lot of the Assassin's Creed games, and then they got to the point, people don't know about computer games, there's things called microtransactions, where they make the game really hard and you have to grind for ages, or basically you can go online and like buy certain things to help you. So like you either pay a £5 to get a special weapon, or you're going to have to spend 100 hours getting the special weapon. And I've not ever been a fan of those microtransactions. So for a while, the last one I played was Black Flag, which was like in a pirate ship. I think it was Assassin's Creed 4, probably like 10 years plus ago. Really enjoyed that, one of my favourite games. But then, yeah, once they started putting all the microtransactions, everybody started calling it Assassin's Greed, where obviously they were just greedy for people's money and stuff. So yeah, didn't care about these games for a long time. And then some guy I watch who does vlogs, got like an amazing gaming collection, UK guy called Retro Ghetto. Anybody that's into gaming, I'm sure know him. He's one of the sort of leading content creators from that kind of world. Said this is a really good game, and also it's set in Greece, in ancient Greece. So you've got Medusa, you've got lions. So yeah, a bit like the God of War games, which I'm a fan of. And yeah, I've always been into like Greek mythology. They've done ones in Egypt, ones in like Damascus, ones in Italy. There's ones all around the world. But yeah, sort of didn't think I was going to play any of these again. Then he gave it like a glowing review, saying one of his favourite games. If you're into Greek mythology, it really has like an open world with all the sort of colosseums, and not colosseums, that's Roman, what are they called, amphitheatres, is it, in Greece? And then obviously Medusa and a lot of the Titans and stuff. So yeah, it looks really interesting. So yeah, I thought for £10, but yeah, I know it's not film related, but I thought well, it kind of is film related because they had an Assassin's Creed film. Years ago when I did used to like the games, I heard the film was coming out, I was really excited. I was going to go to the cinema to see it. And then it got really bad reviews and things, so I just never bothered watching it. Maybe they'll do a better film of it one day. I mean, I haven't seen it myself, so I don't know. But anybody that's seen the Assassin's Creed film, is it worth watching? So yeah, that's everything I've picked up recently. Be back in like, I guess, 10 days or so when I did the last one of recent watches, showing the things I've watched recently. Obviously, Dress to Kill will be in there, so I've tried not to speak about it too much and ruin it. Yeah, I think that's everything I've got to say. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Bye.